Alright, this is Red Dead Redemption. This is the Dastardly achievement. I'm going to lasso this nun real quick and hog tie her, like you do. Take her outside with me. I'm in Las Hermanas in Mexico. You could do this pretty much anywhere you want in the game, anywhere where there's women. I decided to come down here because if you're going to do this, you might as well use a nun. But again, anywhere, anyone will do, as long as it's a woman. This is only worth 5 Gs. This is one of the many secret achievements in this game, but it's worth having. It's one of the funnest in the game. It's really one of the funnest achievements out there right now. I'm going to take her outside, saddle up. That's a witness over there, so I'm going to have a bounty on me in a second, but really what'll take up the most time for you on this achievement is getting into proximity with the train. I've timed it up so it's close by here, so I don't have a long way to go, but once you get later in the game and it starts going all over the place, you're really going to need to track it down. So you can see I got a pretty small bounty on me. You probably want to go in with a pretty clean sheet, just so you don't have 100 guys jumping you as soon as you grab the lady. That's if you're going to do it in a town. There's plenty of opportunity if you're just riding around to grab one of the girls that tries to rob you periodically or whatever. But for the purposes of just going into a town and snatching somebody, you're probably going to want to have a pretty low bounty. It's worth noting that your bounties in the U.S. are separate from those in Mexico. So if you have a couple $1,000s in the U.S., you can just jet down south of the border and have a clean sheet. So I'm going to run up a little bit away ahead of the train here, just so I have enough room to work with. You're probably going to want to leave yourself a little more space if you haven't done this before, just because the game can be a little bit picky about the angle that you put her down at. You're going to want to make sure she's completely between the rails. You'll see what I mean in a second. You don't want the head or the feet kind of hanging over one rail. So that should work perfectly. I'm going to get out of the way real quick, and yeah. And there it is, Dastardly. 5 Gs. Twirling your mustache and laughing maniacally is optional.